Hello people, this is PowerRider here with Hypocritical Saber opening, volume 5.52. So after 2 months of covering, has it really been 2 months since we've did a proper entry? The last one technically the last one that's should be out is Volume Legend, which is technically Volume 7. But like, I don't know. So yeah, we obviously have to cover Primitive Dragon, Elemental Dragon, and then in conclusion, we have 3/4 of what I needed out of Shogun Set 8. Because I needed the world story for Sabella, but that was sold out on CS Toys. So I think speaking of them, I think we cover them first because they are candy toys. I don't remember what I covered in Volume Legend. I think I did end up covering, Deno, and then well, I need this one out anyway. I need these two out anyway, but I think I did cover this one. I don't remember. So obviously, first of all, we'll look at Boxo Usagi to Okame, because this one's been one I've been wanting for a while, ever since, just because it's really interesting. Like, it's horse in the hair, but like, it's horse in the hair. I forgot how you open these videos, but it's horse in the hair, but like Motor City. I haven't. I only know the name of the show. I didn't have Disney XD, so I wouldn't know what it was. But look, you got a mini rabbit guy and a mini turtle guy. Oh my god, this one's the best one. Oh my god. Like, obviously, it's just a generic teal book, but why didn't this one get a DX? Jeez. Remember, we're perfectionists. Stickers. Man, this one's our like hard difficulty because we're putting together 3 of these. I think the most we put together was 2. I think this one's off. Oh, I guess we just have to go with it. Because you can see, like, the stickers. You can see it's not supposed to run completely on the edge. So it's too close. This is the only perfect sticker we put together, so woohoo! Boxo Usagi to Okame! our second old story writer book. Because my third one isn't buy, because that one was a clothing apparel. Like, I know, I guess it's kind of, to most people, it is weird I'm being really picky with these books, but it's just because I don't really, you know, I don't need a lot of repeats. I just need, like, how much is required. Because the other one is, like, some Suki something. No, I can't read it from here, but it's something Suki related, Moonlight related. I don't know the name of this one. It's Momo related. So it's in an interesting color set. So again, I just really like the last set. Like, I think the last candy toy set is honestly one of the best they've done. Just like, hey, let's actually just release things that were previously gashed upon. Because it's actually really helpful. Oh wow, I didn't even realize that thing. Because, you know, like, yeah, like, obviously you're not getting sounds, but I mean, like, you would rather have, like, a full, you'd rather have, like, a full looking book than a split. Like, I still need to get, like, Gashapon books, essentially Legend Rider ones, in the world, Legend Rider and World Story. That wasn't good, but I see, because I was planning on going on Kotetsu again, because I need a Houdini Ghost icon. I was planning on just simply, I was actually planning on getting someone to write books off of him. That one wasn't too great. So we did good on this, but not on this one. This one's too close. Man, I can't believe like the amount of these I've gotten. Just because, like, because literally with like 01, I only gotten like 2 of these. And I really like they decided to give this one to Blades, because this technically means this is only like non-canon book. But then I feel like the issue is that, like, you know, like this one, so this one and these 2 are for Saber, but it's like, well, I'm honestly probably just gonna give that one to, I understand why they don't give it to Espada, because he can't have it, he just can't, but like, I don't know, I honestly feel like that's kind of the reason why they don't really do much with Espada, is because they kind of put themselves in a corner with him, because he's like, oh shoot, he's based off of the books we mostly do books for, and he can't use that slot. And it's like, then why did you guys make a writer off of the 3rd slot then? It's not even that, it's just like, then why didn't you do more with the other slots? Like, I feel like that's just kind of the thing that sucks with Espada, is that he's kind of flawed because of the fact he's on a slot that the majority of the books are, so he just doesn't. He technically doesn't have as much playability. Here's Yura. No, this is Kin. If only they did Ryu. But Crane Joe did it. And obviously you got the bear. I know technically you should do like full-on scans of these stickers before you apply them. That one wasn't too great. That one was perfection. So, well, I'll say it after this. It's really weird that this one they decided not to do any DX books for. Because out of all of the ones you don't do DX ones, it's Santaro. Yeah, so this one I only did 1 out of the 3 stickers justice. This one like applied well. I think it's too close is the issue. But there we go. So there. Oh shoot. So obviously, I think we are gonna, you know, play around with these ones before we get into the DX stuff. Oops. So. So obviously we already know what this does. However, what if we did this? So there, we got the Nisats. No. I don't know. These things have been irrelevant, so I wouldn't know. But there, now we got 2 out of 3 old story writers. And my third one is in buy. And hopefully I actually did get it this time. These two. There, so we get the Nisats, or Nituts, Totes, whatever. And last but not least, you take Euro. Okay. So yeah, like the fact that this one technically, I don't know, just the fact that Santaro was the first one of these extra combos I finished. No, 0-1 technically is the first one. I keep forgetting about that one. But like, you know, between this one, Old Story, and Happy Rider, I don't even have any World Story. So I have one Happy Rider, which the other two aren't by, along with my last Old Story Rider. I need to start picking up the pace and trying to get World Story Riders, because I don't know why World Story is so difficult. It's just nice to actually have... It's nice to have a set of books that actually are supposed to go together. Unlike these things. Like, I like Old Story. It's just Old Story boggles me because, like... Again, they're just, like, extra books that don't do anything. And then you get Hoshi Kamen Engi, which is, like... World Story. It's like, yes, I can technically get that one for World Story, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to, because that's not going to be consistent with the other World Story books, even though it's technically supposed to be an Old Story book, or, what are these books, the seals or whatever? Again, I want to know. So, I'm happy to have Santaro, so, because these ones are the only ones that are actually correlated. So that's nice. I don't know where to put you guys. The boxes will go on. Just go on top of Metsubo Jinrai. For some reason, that was the box on top. I think because I think it's because I organized it from order. I mean, that's probably why. Okay, so let's get into the DX stuff. So Primitive Dragon, man, this toy, the fact that this got delayed like 2 weeks, because it was slated for the end of February, but then it got pushed to March 13th. Cause then it ended up making X Swordman the only February thing. Oh gosh. These ride book pack or boxes confuse me. Okay. I like how different Primitive is. Because it's red instead of, you know, white. So here it is, the one and only Primitive Dragon. This thing is tiny. Here's the horrible spring thing. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, what the heck? This thing is curved. Oh. Huh. How does this... Wow, this thing's tiny. Gosh. How does this work? Okay, so somehow this is hooked. This button is somehow hooked within here? So that's actually interesting. An interesting mechanism. This book. Oh gosh, that button! I thought it would be more pressier. It's not. Like, I appreciate the shape being similar to Dragon Ignite, and I appreciate the button just being a button. But again, like, why can't they be consistent with the buttons? Like, I thought this was going to be Jolly Dragon button. That's why I was so happy about this button, because, like, oh my gosh, they actually remember that this type of button exists. Because it annoyed me so much that the buttons for these ones, like, the thing that confuses me is just like, why isn't this consistent? Like, if this is the same mold, why is this not the case? And why the heck did you gotta be kidding me. Like, now that, okay, that just spoiled what I was trying to get to. I wanted to see its compatibility with the Dragon Egg booster. Gosh darn it. The cover is interesting. I like how loud it is. I wanna get the force. Okay. Like, I know this is like more hindering on the design, but I really wish that this weapon was consistent for all the entire rest of the forms, because then it just makes this thing entirely pointless in my opinion. Because it's just like, what's the point of having this weapon if you're not going to utilize it? So let's try it out, because it's the same. You gotta be kidding me. You got rid of Axis? No way. What the heck? This is literally like almost the exact same mold. They added a bump here. So then you can't... No, it's not even that. What did they do? Is it this? What did they do to get rid of the... This is confusing. Wait, so I think... So first of all, it's this that's blocking it. But then off of this side, it's this. But I'm trying to figure out what exactly from here is blocking it, because these are the exact same. So, like, I want to say it might be this bump, but it can't be. Again. What fell? Is that oh. Where did that go? Oh. But... Because the closest thing you can do is just... I like that you can't open this without triggering anything. Because so then it can be show accurate. But yeah, it's just... Come on, guys. Why didn't you include compatibility with this thing? What the heck happened to this? Let's, put it in here. Disappointment. Woohoo. So literally, okay. So yeah, this is the thing I don't understand. Typically with these, like, with stuff, like, I think it's because we're mostly spoiled with build, most likely. On how, like, when you have when you have an item that, like, okay, so this one's pointless. But, like, so when they have an item that does, like, that typically requires another thing, and if it's blank, with build, they'll just provide the instrumentals. I wasn't expecting the same thing, but I was at least expecting something out of it. So you get the insert thing, but you don't get anything out of that. What? So it's like it knows you put it, it knows you inserted it, not putting anything in. But it, gosh darn it. So let's do the actual transformation. So here's our one and only brave dragon. It's not gonna work. That's so weird. Okay, so that's technically not accurate. Have to set this up. We need to set this up properly. First of all, I like how nice and loud this one is, and I didn't realize the hand was literally that far. But yeah, so, like, so the sound update edition, if you insert it and then press the trigger, like, Toma will, like, it'll essentially put it in possessed Toma mode. Okay, so I think, like, literally almost an hour passed. So, I don't know when it cut off. But, I ran out of space again, so. Man, this one's very blatant about, like, its stock, explosion. wow, that actually looks pretty nice. But yeah, that's essentially it for this book is actually kind of very simplistic when you think about it. Because it's not, it doesn't, it's not like, you know, like Dragon Knight and King Lion, where they actually have like specific gimmicks. This one's just, well, I think it's just. I think it's because the gimmick with this one is that you're supposed to be able to, use like other Wonder Red books. Obviously, everything's the same. That's not supposed to be. Quality's sake. I really wish it wasn't that like touchy about like what other books? So this is very picky. Like, this system isn't great because essentially, oh, that worked. Man, you guys are gonna get tired of that. we're all gonna get tired of Baki no Bone, or isn't it Saki no Bone? Baki Bone. Something. I don't know what happened. See, like, inserting this in is difficult just because of how this button is specifically. Because you can... The issue is that this gets pressed before this thing. So it will read... So, like, essentially the issue too is just how the sensitivity of these things, which is not great. Because it was just, for some reason, the way these work, they just miss completely, which is just, I don't understand why. That's just, like, now, like, I can't blame this thing. It's on the Ride Watches, because this is the same exact issue that's literally with the Ride Watch. Not the Ride Watch, Daiza. The Ride Book Handana. Like, whenever you try to, like, actually click books in, like, it just won't work. as I'm trying to do that right now. But like sometimes, without trying to make this fall, this one actually does work, is a good thing. So, like, basically, it's just like you have to put it in very slowly, essentially. Here. I feel like we have to at least, like, if there were to be another, yeah, so you have to put this very slow if you don't want to, like, activate this. So, like, I appreciate it can at least sit, because most books can't, but, like, I feel like if we were to get another primitive dragon form, it has to be this one, just because it makes sense. It just depends on if Soto will actually bother. Here, actually, yeah, we can do this one, so. Oh wow, that actually goes well. No, never mind. So, okay, I see the issue. So the issue of that, so basically, so obviously there's this mechanism for elemental. There's this peg that pops up for elemental whenever we get to that. So with Kinobuki, it can't properly be seated because of how it is. It literally won't allow it to properly sit. And I'm actually have so you can see there's like a gap in between the so basically this part is like so basically when it gets pushed up it's essentially like that. this one makes sense. Before we get to that, let's actually do this one. Yeah. Okay, so that's an issue too with how this works. So this peg, this peg will, like, it doesn't affect the ride books as much. Well, that's because it's timing out. So you can see it's literally just, the peg is literally just here. So I don't know what I'm trying to explain, but you know, we can be captive our Boxo Usagi no Kame. Yeah, these ones are obviously a lot more tougher. Oh shit, I can't grab those. Obviously, because this one is actually recent, we can do this. I'm surprised they didn't just do this. That they're actually going forward, giving him a form. Like the fact that they're actually going forward and actually giving him a form for this instead of just cheating out and just giving him primitive. It's pretty neat. But last but not least, before we move on to elemental, we need to do the one and only Diego Speedy. Primitive Diego Speedy. Why isn't this a thing? Watch this perfection. Oh gosh. This one keeps resetting. Right. Okay, let's do the entire sequence. How do we do this properly? Let's do it. What the heck happened? Why the heck is this not working? What the heck? Why isn't Diego Speedy working? There, we have the best primitive form. Saber primitive Diego Speedy. So I think the issue is that it can't. So for some reason, Diego Speedy is actually like hindering the entirety of Primitive Dragon's mechanism. I forgot that's what it was. Yeah, like, okay, so, like, essentially Diego Speedy hinders its mechanism. Oh, it's not gonna say goodbye. Where did the tap go? Okay. So yeah, there we got the best primitive form out of the way. So now let's quickly get to elemental. This one's like literally a lot more thinner. Again, if it's this small, it's just like, it feels really weird that it comes in a package like this. This one's tiny. Okay. So, elemental dragon. Yeah, that one's pretty weird just because of how it works. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this one you really need to put in some force. Okay, essentially you kind of want to unhook it from... Because it hooks from down here. And the tab, someone decided to... Okay, so see, okay, the button here is just like, what even is this? And someone decided not to put the tab in properly. Okay. That's sensitive, okay. Obviously, we gotta do the first test. does it work in the Dragon Egg booster? Because this thing does have the thing that will typically work. That's typically for this. It does work. It doesn't work properly. Yeah, that's okay. The issue is that it doesn't properly time well. Yeah, so that's the issue. It's not properly timed well because of the... No. It's not timed well because they disregarded this thing entirely. So... So... It's literally sounding like Jaw Dragon. It's time to mashi mashi. Man, I just want to rip this open even though I'm technically not supposed to. But we get with that. And then you just open that from there. And then there you go. So this is literally element. I'm surprised they didn't try to pack elemental like this. So yeah, this one specifically for this one. Well, this one is the big one. Oops. Okay. Whoops. So I don't know if I actually should do... I'm gonna just do the elemental primitive first just because of what elemental does by itself. So obviously we gotta do the entire thing. So we're just gonna have possessed Toma transform into primitive elemental. Man, this thing is pretty. Well, this is a thing for sure. Like, I like the concept of this, you know, with the two dragons shaking hands, whatnot, and then, you know, of him getting a new head, which is now a lot bigger. What the heck? They actually bothered to put words back here. It's just like, I don't know, like, I understand they were essentially just trying to find they were trying to find another way of doing Dragon Ignite without doing Dragon Ignite. And it's just, I don't know, like, this is kind of like, yeah, I do like the fact that it's still like perfectly like lined here, but I don't know, it's just like when you like look at this, it's just like everything's just coming from like one slot. Everything's coming from one slot, and it's just like this is like purely empty and such. So it's just kind of like, man, it's not bad. I like what they were doing. It's just I just prefer Dragon Ignite's like sliding thing. I guess you can technically still press it from here. Yeah, that's actually interesting. So there, you can finally do your sword finisher. Yeah, so I think it's pretty interesting that you can technically press it from here. You just can't. This thing technically is. I don't think you're supposed to, but I mean, you can. But yeah, that's essentially it. I think he just removed it. And then you just. Okay, so let's. Please. This hasn't worked for a while. So basically, it's supposed to go like because they showed this going to Rentaro. So. So there, we get the element boost. How long is this light going on for? Pretty sure you can do something like this. Why is this not working? And obviously, if I actually did remove this piece, I would have been able to insert both. So here are the two halves of these. We wanted to, we can take this oh my gosh, this see, it doesn't help that again the speaker is blocked. Yeah, so you're supposed to hear it from here. Oh, I just find it funny that essentially it's like... This thing itself can be a driver. Yeah, this thing itself can be a driver, because it's just... All it really has to be is just this, and then you can just like, and then it's more easier. Not the books I'm thinking of. But obviously, you know, you can, because actually where I was going to get to is that, like, you can actually use these books. think you're supposed to just... Yeah, this thing doesn't press the button for... Like, I think you're supposed to just... simply slide it like so. Because you can tell this doesn't actually fit in as securely. Because it doesn't actually work. Because it doesn't actually click in like Elemental. Because when you put in Dragon Ignite, you get some insecurity. What about King Lion? I kind of doubt it. Yeah, King Lion can't fit because it's a center. It would have worked, but it can't because the book needs to be here, and it's not. So I don't think Tatagami Hoju Senki would fit in here at all. We already know. If I can actually pull it off, I can't. We already know that Jowl Dragon can't fit because of how. Because of this, so you can't make Elemental Emotional Dragon. However, we can do X Swordman. It's just weird. It doesn't even work properly. Yeah, so X Swordman works, but like it fits. It just doesn't press any buttons. Yeah, okay. Okay, this makes sense. You can see it's actually too short for primitive. So if we were to have it hit this button right when it pushes in. You can tell this just doesn't fit completely in. Basically because of this. It's cool you can do it, but none of these just fit well. Is this X Swordman's? No, okay, that's definitely not X Swordman. It's at least bent, but not that bent. But yeah, that's essentially no. Sound power! Let me just take this off. Wow, I'm killing that thing. So you have the Susune is dying, but I'm just gonna say that should be it for this. I like these two, like for sure. Like it's an interesting like pair. I don't really think it was necessary. I still kind of feel that it's just kind of unnecessary that we're still doing that. They just went back with like, you know, oh look, this form first and this form, like literally because we did that with build. Even though with build I only have one half. Like I do like the idea of primitive for sure. Just wish it got to last long. And then like, elemental primitive dragon, I'm still trying, like the form definitely grew on me, but I'm still not really that too big on it. This is just like, you know, these two do look well together and such. I think it would be neat if there was like another thing, but I doubt we will get that. But just to make it less secure, just do that. To make it an extremely long book. Oh gosh. Like I think it's interesting that it is like a coordinated book. But that'll have to do with this because, you know, why not? There. Let's quickly take a look at this because, you know, they are related now. So, this is my first, this is the first icon I've gained in a while. What was the last icon I've gotten? If I actually, oh, what the heck? Oh, is this use that it doesn't have? So, Zero Spectre, let's take a look. ZS, Zero Spectre, Omega Drive. It's number 64. But the pins, it's 06. So I actually do appreciate this one that is consistent with the other movie ones. So I still have my dual strider out. And it's still on. So, you know, let's do this. So yeah. Yep. Yes, I know that it's a non-desirable icon because of the fact it is just the Spectre Ghost icon. However, I justified it because I do already have the I realize that shouldn't be there. I justify it because, you know, I already have the Ghost Legend Rider Ghost icon, and that's just Ore. So I thought to myself, it's just like, well, okay, to make it even, then I'll actually pick up Zero Spectre, so then I can actually have like essentially two variants on Ore and then two variants on Spectre, because I think, you know, like, equality, and that's what I like about the Ghost toy line. Like, I still actually really like the Ghost toy line. So, like, I'm really happy that I'm really close to finishing it. I just need Houdini and Sin Spectre, and then I'll like be done. But the fact that like the last few icons I need are all like Spectre related. Do I still have my notes on this phone specifically? It's going to be outdated, but oh, Shinsei Gumi was the last uh ghost icon I got. Wow. But yeah, I definitely like the sound. Like, I'm actually happy to actually have the sounds for these books now, and just to properly actually do the functions within the sword driver, or the sound update edition of the Kaiken Rekka. But I don't know why they're difficult. But now, again, like I said, I'm going to have to worry about Hoju Senki, because that one is a super form for blades. So, yippee. And then again, Saber's final Seiken, because we know his final form will be a new Seiken. So I wonder how that's gonna work, because then they're probably gonna do a sound update, or not a sound update edition. They're gonna do a memorial of that one, because they already sound update editions are the memorial. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna like try to like. I feel like they're gonna try to like be like, hey guys, we're still doing memorial stuff, even though the sound update edition is our one half of memorial. But I still need to open up the movie stuff. I've been way too eager on that stuff, but I'm waiting on the 01 stuff, so that'll come out later. Anyways, this is hard, and I'll leave people. I think this is like an hour 20, so. And you know, if I actually do what with volume 6, which is coming out after volume, like, so volume 7 will be out first, then volume 5, then volume 6, and I'm gonna purposely leave them out of order. So obviously, like, next one will be movie stuff, and then again, whatever Wonder Ride books I have within that. So yeah, I still need to pick a world story book. So this is Power, and I'll leave you people. Bye.